Welcome to topic number 6, building positive habits. Habits shape who we are. Think about it. Most of your daily life runs on autopilot. The question is, are your habits moving you forward or holding you back? Today we'll explore how to build positive habits and break bad ones, using simple strategies from psychology, not just willpower. The power of small changes. Most people dream of big transformation, losing 10 kilos, getting top grades, or running a marathon. But real change usually happens in tiny steps. For example, if you drink one soda a day, it doesn't ruin your health instantly, but over the years it adds up. But if you replace it with water, the small change also adds up, in your favor this time. Imagine improving just 1% every day. At first, it feels like nothing, but after a year, those small steps compound. You're 37 times better. The opposite is also true. Small negative habits pile up until you slide backwards. Researchers break habits into four stages. Noticing. You become aware of the trigger. Wanting. You start craving the behavior. Doing. You take action. Liking. You enjoy the reward which makes you repeat it. For example, you see chips in the cupboard, noticing, crave the salty crunch, wanting, eat them, doing, and enjoy the taste, liking. That loop makes the habit stronger. Many people think they lack motivation when what they really lack is clarity. For example, there were three groups of students that took part in this experiment. One was the control group. The other one was the motivated group that received the 30-minute motivational speech on why exercise is good for your health. And the third one was a concrete action group who were the same as a control group with only one difference. They had to complete one sentence in writing. Over the next week, I will be doing active exercise for at least 20 minutes at this day, this hour, and at this location. And they followed through to see how many of them exercised in the following week. Guess what? The control group actually did it slightly better than the motivated group, so the verbal motivation didn't really help. But what happened to the concrete action group? That they simply had to complete one sentence in writing. Almost 90% of them actually exercised in the following week. This is called an implementation intention. Making your plan specific increases your chances of success. So be always specific when you state your intentions. Second stage, wanting. Habits grow stronger when the good choice is visible and attractive. At home, if you keep fruit in a clear bowl on the table, you'll eat it more. If you hide chocolate in a high cupboard, you'll eat it less. Your environment often shapes your choices more than motivation. Make your good habits easy and your bad habits difficult. The third stage, doing. Start small. Every habit can begin in less than 2 minutes. For example, if you want to read daily, start with opening the book and reading one page. If you want to run, just put on your shoes and step outside. The psychologist BJ Fogg calls this the tiny habits method, anchoring small actions to existing routines. For example, after I brush my teeth, I'll floss one tooth. The fourth stage, liking. Good habits are harder to keep because their rewards are delayed. Junk food gives us instant pleasure. Healthy food gives results in weeks. So we need to trick our brains with short term rewards. For example, track your progress in an app or a journal. Celebrate small wins, check marks, streaks, high fives. For example, apps like Duolingo keep people learning because they reward consistency with streaks. It's the same principle as don't break the chain. Tips for strengthening new habits. Anchor to existing behaviors. After breakfast, I'll write 5 sentences. Have alternatives. If Monday's runs get cancelled, I'll go Tuesday. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself right away. Don't break the chain. If you miss once, restart, but don't miss twice. Get support. A buddy system or group adds accountability. Shape your environment. Change paths, rearrange your room, set reminders. What comes next? Topic 7, learning to learn. See you there.